nói chung là khi mà làm counseling á, thì nói có bullet point thì nói có 2 ý chính, chẳng hạn về hiện tại đang về counseling về dinh dưỡng đó, về béo phì á, thì nói 2 ý chính là lifestyle, diet với exercise, how to burn calorie, how to reduce calorie intake. Yeah, so keep it straight and simple for the patient to follow. So yeah, just about using calories, how to take in less, and how to burn more calories is exercise and diet, so that the patient is easy, make it easier for the patient to follow you, and keep it simple, like 2-3 bullet points only. Don't make it too long. Yeah, it's very difficult for others to follow, and they won't remember anyway. So yeah, just keep it to simple point. Yeah, and yeah, basically in that, and keep practicing the same thing over and over, and you get the
bữa nay lớp hình là chắc mọi người đã được biết bác sĩ Phú bên Úc. Bây giờ đang là giờ đi đá banh với bác sĩ Phú, và bác sĩ Phú dành thời gian dạy cho lớp của mình. Ok, có lâu rồi hả? Ok. Rồi bây giờ mình bắt đầu tiếp tục nha. Ok, I'll check over from here. So who's the next one? Ai chưa nói không?
Rồi anh Phú cũng yêu cầu là chỉ nói tiếng Anh thôi nha, không nói tiếng Việt nữa nha, cho nên bác sĩ Huỳnh là phạm lỗi rồi.
Okay, my bad. Okay. So from now on, follow Dr. Ho. All right. So you ready? Why don't you tell me what are you going to consult today?
I want to tell about breastfeeding.
Okay. Well, sounds interesting. Okay, so here's my situation. I'm a 21 years old female. This is my first baby. Okay, this is the first baby, and I have lupus. So my doctor told me not to breastfeeding. But I heard a lot about good thing about breastfeeding. So what should I do? All right. And anyone? Okay. First of all, let me tell you this. Let me turn this one out.
Do you have lupus disease?
Do I have what?
Do you have lupus disease?
I have lupus, and my doctor told me not to breastfeeding.
Hello, sir. I'm Dr. Phung Huynh.
Yes.
To take care for you.
Okay.
How old your child?
Well, this is my first child. My child is about 2 years old, and I like to breastfeed my child, but my doctor told me that I have lupus and I should not give my child breast milk. But I heard breast milk is really good, so that's why I'm here to see you today.
Your child is 2 weeks, and week feeding you start for your child in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm still breastfeeding my child, but my doctor told me not to. So I'm going to see you today and see what you can help me with.
In 2 weeks, do you see anything is not good for your child when you feeding with breastfeeding?
No, I think my child loves it, and I like to feed my child with breast milk too.
Okay, I think it's with your disease, you can feeding your child with breastfeeding. It's good for your child.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think I can breastfeed my child, right?
Yes.
Okay. So should I continue to take on the medication that I have?
Which medicine do you use now?
Well, I'm taking Plaquenil and prednisone.
Please repeat your name of your medication.
Okay.
I just hear prednisone.
Yeah. Prednisone 10 milligram, Plaquenil 200 milligram BID.
I think you can use this medicine for now, and in this time you feeding with breastfeeding is okay.
Okay.
Medicine is not appear in your breastfeeding, breast milk. And,
All right. How about formula? Should I take formulas if I cannot give my child breastfeeding? Can I use formula?
I think you would not use formula milk.
Okay.
Yeah, because you have enough breast milk for your child, and it's enough calorie and protect your child from a weight unit. And I think you just getting breast milk and don't use another thing.
Okay. Well, so let's stop right here. Class, any suggestions, comments? Okay, who have not talked so far? Oh, any suggestions and comments?
The first medicine you use is
prednisone.
Prednisone and prednisone and the other what?
Plaquenil.
So when we
please tell me something about Plaquenil.
Plaquenil, it's an immunosuppressed medications. So let me summarize this. Whenever we consult on breastfeeding versus formula, and in general, we like to know if the patient take any medication, correct? Because some of the medication can follow the milk and go to baby, and that's your number one concern. That's in general. Now, in your case, this is a lupus patient. This is a very special case. So lupus patient, if they are not having any flare and they on low dose steroid, usually 10 or less than, like you said, the patient can take that. But if they take more than 10, steroid can go to follow milk, and the baby will have steroid induced, and they may have diabetes or other problems. right? So you have to be careful. Flagyl is safe in pregnancy and also in breastfeeding, so that's fine. But steroid, I think that you have to either counsel the patient that try to cut down even lower, or follow with their doctor. Have any one of you here have any experience with that, with the mom taking steroid and then having a child? No? Okay. It's quite common. So when I or you counsel, we like to ask about how the baby was born, right? Was it preterm or full term? And we like to ask about any birth history. This is the second one, or the first one, like the first one. And you like to know if the mom have any allergies, because sometimes whatever she take, it can carry on. Because your number one concern is you like to see any risk factor can carry on to the baby. In this case, it's steroid. Steroid is not a no harm medication. It's actually a very dangerous medication. And people usually we take it like, oh, just steroid, but actually it can immunosuppress and cause a lot of problems. So I give you quite a difficult case to start with, and I try to explain, but does it make sense? And actually, let's ask a gynecologist, Dr. Ho, on his opinion on this. Dr. Ho?
Hang on. One second.
So we have and this is your expertise. So we have a situation here. There's a 21-year-old.
Yeah, hi. I heard. Sorry, I was disconnected because I got the guy who come over to fix my car and a bit of problem, but I can enjoy it now. I heard a case with the mother, had lupus, taking steroids, prednisone, and flagyl. I think probably your candidate probably a bit not sure what flagyl is and prednisone, but again, so when you're breastfeeding, you always consider whether medication can go through the milk that excrete in the milk, breast milk. Flagyl is completely safe. Lupus is a condition. Probably, I think I am surprised. I see quite a few Vietnamese who live here have lupus. But I'm not sure how prevalent in our incident in Vietnam is. It could be quite debilitating disease. But with a child, I think I agree with Dr. Nguyen that flagyl is safe, completely safe. If you're not sure, you go into the system. I'm not sure what your system is, but our system called MIMS, where you can classify the category A, B, C, D. A completely safe, and B got B1, B2, B3. And C, and you got D, X. So usually in general, A is completely safe, have been practiced a lot in using a lot of pregnancy women, and the child is safe, and B1, B2, B3. So I think probably steroid again, Dr. Nguyen said fine, can go into suppress a baby growth, and in terms of long-term obesity and other metabolic disorder. That's a common thing. They have to counseling the patient very clearly. Medication is safe, but if using you depend. And also you can't stop them steroid because the breastfeeder, you have the counseling of who the physician has been treat the patient and get the opinion whether you cut out, decrease the dosage, just not just unilaterally try to stop the medication and the lupus flare up and it be alone, and not the right thing. You're always working in conjunction with other physicians. I think in general cases, a bit have to be a bit more clearer for candidate to see. We want to know what medication in pregnancy alone or in breastfeeding, whether it's safe or not. But I think good case, interesting case, but you might throw the candidate in a little bit confusion because sometimes he hasn't seen the case before, hasn't managed a case before, and we might have to give a bit more information to information on medication you giving, and to see what to go through.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ho, for your expertise. So as why I give this case to you guys, because this I know it's new, it's something that you probably not heard about, but something that you can go. I give a link on the chat forum. It's babycenter.com, and you will tell you what medication is set in lupus. Not just lupus, in general, when baby was born from a mom who have some chronic conditions, diabetes or anything that, I think we should ask about the mom conditions, whether that's stable or not. And then a further question about what are the medication that considered safe, particularly when the medication was transported via breast milk. Okay, so I think that's the idea behind that. It's foreigner, it's weird, but hopefully we give you some learning point from today. Okay, who else have not?
Dr. Nguyen, we've been nice to all the candidates. Just come in, you know, you taking my title now.
Well, because I know it's my mistake, so I try to compensate that. I know you guys working so hard. This is actually 3 hours already, and I haven't.
Yeah. Ông già khó tính nào, you are. And Sarah.
All right. So actually, I can take over from here and Hall if
okay.
You,
all right. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, and I hope to see you next week or the week after. Okay. All right. So how many of you have not spoken yet? Let's raise your hand so we can wrap up. I don't want to keep you forever. How many of you have not been?
The last one.
Oh, this is the last one? Good. Okay. Okay. All right. So what are you talking today? What is your topic?
I prepare a topic about fruit and vegetables.
Awesome. All right. So here is your situations. I'm a father of 8 years old boy. I'm concerned because my boy just getting bigger and bigger, and he live in the U.S. and he just love McDonald's and Burger King, and he's not interested in that. So I'm bringing him with me today, and his name is Kevin. Sit next to me. Hey, Kevin.
Bác này có một em là 8 tuổi đang bắt đang dắt đang ngồi bên cạnh đó kìa. Nhưng mà chị thích là McDonald's thôi.
Hello, Karen.
Hey, doctor, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing okay. I don't know why my father bring me to see you today.
Why?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I hate doctors, but.
How do you feel?
I feel good.
Oh. Why father bring you go to see me today?
My father thought that I was eating too much.
Eating too much?
Yes.
What kind of food?
Well, I don't know. Whatever food in my school.
What else?
I love Coca-Cola.
Oh. So your father bring you to see me because you eat too much food and drink Coca-Cola?
Well, maybe.
One day you what time do you eat?
Well, usually at noon.
How about dinner?
Yes, I have dinner too. Yes.
What kinds of food when you eat at lunch?
Well, I don't know, whatever food at my cafeteria, I just love it.
I can't.
Whatever food in my cafeteria, I love them all.
You choose what kind you choose?
What did you say?
What kind of food do you choose?
Oh, let's see. I love chicken. They're really tasty. I love beef. I mean, the giant one, the big strip like this. This is good. I love potatoes. I also love fish. And we have a lot in our school. You know, in the lunch, in the cafeteria, there's a lot of chicken. You can pick how many as you want, as many as you need.
Do you have eat much vegetable and fruit?
No, they're not tasty at all.
Vegetable and fruit are important to our body because it contains minerals, vitamins. So you should eat food variety. You have to mix animal meat, fish, some fruits and bananas, mangoes, orange, some vegetables such as broccoli, potatoes, tomatoes.
But doctor, I don't like them. They're not tasty.
Really, it's easy to eat. You can make them into a dainty. What you like and interested in to eat.
I don't like them.
Instead of you can eat fruit. You can mix some fruit into
Doctor, what do you like? You like meat? Yes. You like meat or you like vegetable?
Both of them.
Okay. So meat that tastes good, right? Meat that tasty.
Yes, but both of them are important to our body, to our health.
I don't think so. I'm healthy.
If you don't like it, you can be lack up some vitamin such as vitamin C, some potassium, or some vitamin B groups. This can be lead some disease such as scurvy and wolves can be cancer, aging.
I don't care.
How many weight?
Well, right now I'm 106 kilograms.
Oh. How about weight? How about tall? How tall are you?
How tall am I?
Yes.
I don't know. Ask my father.
if your weight more 100 rest can be your overweight. It can be lead to some disease, and your friends can be laugh at you.
Oh, okay. Well, I think you're right. I think people are laughing at me. I don't like to laugh at them. I think I'm too big.
If you continue to eat with dietary, you can be gain decrease. You can be decreased again weight.
Okay. All right. So let's stop right here. Any comments from the class? Anyone have any comments? Okay, no Vietnamese. Any comments?
Okay, I think it's not convinced enough.
Absolutely, it's not convinced.
Because the baby they don't aware of the consequences of overweight.
Yes.
And they just eat something that they like. Mm-hmm. So I mean, doctor should give more advice that it affect the life of kids. Mm-hmm. And they will see the consequence, and they will stop the eating fast food.
Sure. And that's a good point. Have you guys heard about the layman's term? What's the terminology? Have you guys heard about that? They call it layman terms. So the term that anyone who not a lot of educations, any kids or anything that can understand. When we consulting to a kid or patient in general, we try to avoid using we call medical terminologies, because I mean, I'm sure you are aware what it is, but for an 8 years old, he doesn't care. He doesn't care whether he has cancer or whatever. You just say a cardiovascular disease. Well, I mean, for an 8 years old kid, good luck if he has a vascular problem. Now, the thing that we can do two things is create a bonding between you and the kid. Usually you want to be friends. You like to be her friend or his friend first. And you ask about what makes him feel bad. Usually, for example, if you go to image, peer pressure for kids extremely important. Remember when you were a teenager, 10 years old, 8 years old, how important your peer is. It's more important than your parents, right? If your friend laugh at you, next day you can commit suicide. I mean, that's how serious the peer pressure that impacts a kid. So what you can do, or we usually do is we emphasize on, we use normal common term. For example, we will say, Kevin, I'm sure you don't like your friend laugh at you, right? You know why your friend laughing at you? And of course he said, well, because yes, see, I don't like it either. And I have a tip that I can share with you. And I think that your friend will stop laughing at you. Right? And he said, oh yeah. And then you create a bonding. You say, oh yeah, very simple. Eat vegetable. And he said, what the heck is vegetable? It's not tasty. I know it's not tasty. I hate them too. Okay, so be friends. You don't have to say, but you know what? Have you tried salad? And you can switch to the father. Hey, father, how Kevin eats vegetable at home? Do you try salad with chicken, salad with beef? You, as a doctor, you can mix those and give into those. So Kevin, he will likely to be convinced and we'll try it out. especially if you pinpoint that if you are eating too much steak or too much chicken, the consequence of this is you get bigger. The child will not care about cardiovascular disease, nor cancer, nor anything else. At this point, he cares, his peer pressure. He like a girl. Okay, if you ask him, you have a girlfriend, or if you like someone in your class, think about it. If you're 8 years old or 10 years old, what are you thinking? Yes, you at least, you know, have somebody in mind. You can think about it and try to be his friends. Okay, does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I just want to make sure you understood whatever I just say, because when I asked that, only one said yes. The rest of you look very confused. Is that true?
Yeah, right.
All right.
Difficult child. This is a very difficult child, and I really don't like him at all. Okay, he just, you know, he just came in last minute. He tried to torture you. I think probably next time maybe we the host, we can do the sample role play, and you can see how we, you know, how we reacting. Yeah, how we dealing with difficult. I think that Wood said right. Just the kids, you can't just, yeah, it's very hard to negotiate with him. Tell him, give him some good example, and just you tell him potassium. Probably God know what potassium is. That's really it's nothing. Just you can't just tell him just stop eating. You got to give him something very gentle, nice way. I think probably need a lot of practice to do this. But we need to give a lot of good point there. But next time we probably, if we have the time, we will do, like Wing and I will do the role play and can see how we dealing with it and can learn from that easier, better than just throwing you the dark pit and you see a difficult child and he bit misbehaving, so it's hard for you. I think, but that's good. Just to be confident. Don't turn around to asking other people. Just try. We can help you. Say, oh, you can ask that, Dr. Truin, can you help me a little bit of this one? We can help you get through the case. But don't go turn around, ask your colleague how you do this, how you do that. I'm not gonna help you, and a bit interrupting, and probably you were not gonna learn a lot from this.
Sure. So why don't we keep on this the nutrition topic? I'm not sure how far we go today, but I think this is especially for pediatricians, and hopefully next week we continue on this, and we can play role models between. I'm not sure how much Dr. New and Dr. Min, Dr. Ho cover today, but the key of this still speaking. And if you're not comfortable, just raise your hand. Hey, Dr. Ho or Dr. New, can you help me? Simple, okay? And I tried not to turn around. And first of all, speaking is not good, okay? Don't ask your colleagues. And if anyone want to suggest, I'd rather you raise your hand and say, may I say this, right? Just be like that. Don't just say, you know, okay? It's not cool, okay? So let's do that. So let me conclude the class today. I don't know if Dr. Ho or Dr. New have any comments. Dr. Do, you do.
No, I think that I already get the comment this earlier that maybe just like I told to Minh and mấy chị đó là try to practice first. Whatever you prepare at home, you make it into a presentation. Like you give scenario. I want to do any like this case like this, and then I want this my recommendation or my counseling, and then based on that we understand more what the doctor over there want to do, and we go into the case better. Today we have a little bit more of like guessing and trying to bend a little bit this certain way, the other certain way, but it's likely that the doctors they're not catching well, so it's harder and time consuming also. So let them talk first, and then after that, they have good presentation already, good preparation at home already, then we talk and we get more interacting after. And then, yeah, that's a good role model that we have the case also. We talk, but I think that I need the time to prepare that. Not just like throw into and then just talk. Might be not enough.
All right. That's
Can
Yes.
I just suggestion? I think at the same, I agree with Dr. Như. Very friendly today. I like it the way I like the way how we conducting the people a bit not as nervous as the kiddies in Saigon, but they are probably by maturity. But for simple and more specific tasks, I think it's suggesting we have to set the question. And you assign each one who's going to turn up next class, they will stick to that question, because so many people repeating the breastfeeding today. Just sometimes you do some sort of repeating. So why don't we just set up, like 10, 20 cases and assign who will pick up that case and will prepare that case beforehand. A lot of people you prepare, but somehow just not really fully prepared. Barack Obama, before he make a talk, he probably practiced 100 times before he talk to people. It's not that easy to talk, especially your second language. You have to talk and prepare, and you have to front at the mirror to practice the case before you go into the next class. We are working, we are busy, but I'm busy, Dr. Win busy, Dr. New busy, you are busy, but we are here. So no one can say we are busy, you're allowed to busy. Again, I'm sorry, Dr. Winter, I'm not playing soccer today. Only allowed to play twice a week. I play 3 times a week. I want to get the house. So next time I suggest a case specific, and we go in, each one been assigned a case, and we go in to do, if some difficult case, Win and Min and I would do role play, see why the case didn't go right. And we learn from mistake, and we learn that. But I need people, I hate to see people come in to the battle without preparing. You have to prepare well. You stand in a mirror and you talk clearly before you go in. It's hard. You busy? I'm busy. We're not going busy. Everyone busy. There's no excuse that we've been busy. But I'm sure I see a lot of, you're very, great. I love this class. Usually had a little bit funny thinking about this class, but now I think I probably, a bit more diplomatic. I say probably I like this one, and we are happy to go help hand, and Dr. Win just do good thing. Keep going, working on it. Dr. Yu probably, spend a lot of time today in talking about nutrition, but this topic very, I think it say boring. But you done well, so great. Keep going. And also you got Dr. Thui, Dr. Thui there. You're not, you see the boss. You can't do anything. You got to do what she told. So you not got no say. Just to keep going.
All right. So I think we're going to assign. We will post specific cases for you guys next time, and it's one thing that there's pro and con. One of the reasons I like to throw you underwater, because I like to see how you react. I try to assimilate a real life situations. But in other instances, I think a case that you come would prepare would be advantage. So we can try that. So let me ask the class, how do you feel comfortable a nutritional consulting, or you want moving to the next topic? Because it sounds like this class, this is the first time we talk about pediatrics, and I like input from Dr. Nudo because she's a pediatrician. I like to see what are the truly relevant and practical speaking skill that you should know as pediatricians, rather than just give you a general guideline. So Dr. Do, what do you think? I mean, for the rest, because we may have a 5 or 6 topic more. So in the first 2 weeks, actually, we spent talking about dermatology, and the last weeks, and this week we talk about nutrition. I think there's some point I like to see if you can talk about other relevant topic for kids. So what do you suggest, Dr. Nudo?
It depends on what they want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's I think that I asked you at the beginning, and the class is a little bit quiet. What do you want? Okay, so you like to talk about what and what you like to learn. Let's pick a specific, a narrow topic, because we cannot learn everything in this. And what I like to do, and everyone here in this teacher group, is we like to create an environment that you guys can come and practice without us. Like whenever you see each other, You can say, hi, how are you today? And they can say, hey, I have a good case today. I'd like to share with you. I like some point you among yourself, okay? You don't have to come this class, but you see in the hospital, it's okay to speak English in the hospital, okay? No problem. You can find quite a corner, say, hey, I have a good case here. This is a, 3 years old with anemia, with thalassemia. What should I do? Something like that. I mean, try to make it to your practice, to your life, because that's how you learn faster. No matter how hard we try here, it's only 2 or 3 hours maximum, and that won't make you go a long way. So every time after the class, I like your input to tell us what you like to learn, and we try to tailor, to customize. So what do you guys think? Oh, what do you suggest? And it's 2013. It's 2017. It's an old version. Okay. So class. Okay.
We will discuss in our group, and what is the topic for the next week? We will inform in the group maybe tomorrow.
Okay. So what I like you to think about, class, pick something relevant, pick something hot, something that trendy. Okay. For example, a couple of weeks ago, a month ago, there's a ophthalmologist at the National Eye Hospital. When she talked to a patient and she was moving, she kind of put her leg in the chair, and that behavior considered unprofessional. As a result, she get disciplined from the department. So you can talk about communication with patients, and you can talk about how to deliver bad news. Okay, like how would you give a parents or a child a bad news? I think those are very topical and very trendy. So yeah, so Dr. Fu demonstrate how he would sit on that chair. So it's obviously it's unprofessional. So okay, so all right. So let us know what you like to do, and we go from there.
Yeah, we will discuss and inform you tomorrow what is topic we in the next week. Because after class we will have maybe more 15 minutes. And,
right. I suggest we get the topic early so that we have time during the weekend. Last minute is really hard.
Okay. All right. So other comments before we go into bed? Okay, I know it's extremely late at night. It's Texas right now. Thank you very much.
Yeah, the kid is already going to bed, so that's fine.
Thank you, and thank you everyone.
Have a good day. Good night.
Good night. See you.
Good night.